Ajay Mitchell has officially taken the leap to become an elite role player with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, you heard that right. He has taken a leap, and I think he has Sixth Man of the Year capabilities within him next season. I know I said the exact same thing for Nikola Topic. I'm just going based off what I'm seeing in Summer League right now, okay? He has gone crazy in every single game he's played in, and he looks like the best player in Summer League in both cities, in Utah and Salt Lake City, and now in Vegas. He has looked like the best player so far, and he should be the MVP of Summer League from what we have seen of him so far this offseason. Before we get into all this, though, I want a quick moment to recognize that we are now at 6,177 subscribers on the channel. Let's try to hit 6,200 after this video. So if you guys enjoyed the content, find yourself coming back on a regular basis, or if you're new and you're enjoying what we do here at Thunder Digest, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. With that out of the way, let's go ahead, get into talking about Ajay Mitchell, what he has been doing in Summer League so far. And he's been putting up some insane numbers as this game against the Orlando Magic, his sixth Summer League game this offseason, the third in Vegas, was probably his best performance yet, okay? Here's what he did. He put up 27 points on 9 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He pretty much did everything that you could ask of him in this game. And he showcased he can do it all at a high level, all right? It's not like one of those things where it's like, he's only good at one thing, then kind of mediocre at everything else. No, he has been elite at every single aspect of the game here in Summer League. And on Ajay Mitchell Day as well, it's kind of fitting that he decided to do this. But this isn't like the first time we've seen him do this at all in Summer League. I can go and pull up the highlights from, in Utah earlier in this year. Okay, boom, right here, boom, easy layup. Little pump fake right there, going inside to Sissoko, who gets the easy 2 points. Try and drive down the middle here. And this is against the Grizzlies, a good defensive team that has Jalen Williams and Gigi Jackson on it. He was doing this kind of stuff against a good defensive team here in Summer League. Pull up 3-ball right there against Jalen Williams. Bang, got it to go. Drives in the middle again, floater, gets it to go. He's just showing off an elite skill set of scoring capabilities. The Thunder need an elite scorer off the bench, and he does that. Look at that kick out to Nikola Topic. He's also a good passer. He's doing everything. I don't want to compare him exactly to a player we already see right now, but it reminds me a little bit of Aaron Wiggins. When I see Aaron Wiggins play, Aaron Wiggins does everything at a great level, all right? At least, passable, at least average, all right? Ajay Mitchell, he does everything at least to an average level, sometimes to an elite level as well. His driving ability is already elite, and I think some of that is due to the fact that he learned under Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, all these guys on the Thunder team, and he's showcasing that right now in Summer League. I think that's part of the reason why it's been so good for him, okay? Is the mentorship, the guys that he's played against, the guys that he's guarded, all right, in practice. It's just all this experience he's culminated over time has showcased what kind of player he actually is. There's some other things to note as well, all right? There's some random Summer League averages so far. Kyle Filipowski's averaging 29, 8, and 2, kind of absurd as well, along with Terrence Shannon Jr., 22, 7, and 6. But then you go down there, Ajay Mitchell, who's averaging 17, 6, and 5. This is only for Vegas, though. This is not including tonight's game. This isn't including, the game against Magic. This isn't including Salt Lake City at all either. This is just the first 2 games he played in Vegas. So pretty impressive numbers. This is surely going to jump up to over 20 points a game after his performance against Orlando. So overall, it's been a phenomenal, Summer League for him, phenomenal offseason. He is truly going to be a legit player for the Thunder. Not one of these things where he could potentially do something here. Maybe he gets some minutes every now and then, maybe in the G League, maybe against, a Portland Trailblazers kind of squad. No, he is going to be a key part of this rotation. Him and Nikola Topic are. You're going to see them leading the bench unit out there. Maybe Aaron Wiggins get a few starts. It's just also crazy to think about. This is how deep that team is. Ajay Mitchell is just adding to it because this is a steal in free agency. Ajay Mitchell is only on a 3-year, $9 million contract. He's making $3 million each year. He has a team option for that last year to where Presti could get him for another $8 million per year. We got him on a cheap contract, and he has legit 6-man of the year upside to him right now. That kind of upside, that kind of potential. That's how good of a player he is, and he's on this cheap of a contract. It doesn't make sense how Sam Presti keeps on doing this, how the Thunder keep on doing this. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. This right here. All right, Tyler Rucker even agrees. Ajay Mitchell has been one of the best players at NBA Summer League in 2 different cities. One of the best, if not the best player so far in Summer League. He's been out of this world. Just that simple. And his numbers from the regular season kind of showcase this, and it went under the radar a little bit, all right? Here were his averages during the season, and he didn't get to play a ton because he did get injured halfway through the year. But in 16 minutes a game, he averaged 6.5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and then almost a steal per game, less than a turnover a game. So he's handling the ball very well. Then 49% from the field and 38% from 3. People have been wondering, where's this 3-point shooter the Thunder could get? I said that they could have went out and traded for a Cameron Johnson kind of player, maybe even Corey Kispert. There's a lot of guys that they could go out there and trade for if they want more 3-point shooting. Really, when we look at it deeper, Ajay Mitchell is that 3-point shooter that the Thunder needed. He is the 3-point shooter that the team has needed here for the past season or two. And he's finally here. We see it with those numbers right there, 38%, 37% on corner threes, 95% of his threes are assisted, but only 32% of his shots are 3-pointers. Guys that do that a ton too are Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. They don't take a ton of threes. They just knock him down at an elite and high rate. That's what they do. Ajay Mitchell does the same thing. He's kind of younger as well, 23 years old, going into his second season. It would be awesome if he was like 21, turning 22, but it's fine. He's got decent size, 6'5". And I just keep looking at these numbers right here. Everything's and sticking out to me. Everything's impressive. Like I said, was averaging 16 minutes a game. I would like to see him score 10 points per game on those numbers. And I think if he gets 16 minutes a game, he can average 10, he can average 10, 3, and 3. Those are solid numbers from a backup guard. Solid numbers. You're also going to have Aaron Wiggins do something similar. Isaiah Joe do something similar. Nikola Topic do something similar. Those 4 guys coming off the bench can generate you 40 points a game, alone just with their scoring capabilities. Not even talking about playmaking and passing. Nikola Topic can get you 15 to 20 a game. Ajay Mitchell can get you 15 a game as well. That's how elite these guys have been. That's how stacked this Thunder roster is going into next season. And just frankly, Ajay Mitchell, he's going to be a team, he's going to be a player a lot of teams covet and be like, look, he's cheap. What can we do to get, trade for him? I don't think Presti is getting rid of him anytime soon, but because of his upside, some teams wanting him as a starter, some teams wanting him as the sole 6-man as well, someone that they can develop and have start in a year or two, they'd be willing to give up a first-round pick for him. They'd be willing to, but I don't see Presti getting rid of him whatsoever. I think he is a player to stay for the next 5 to 6 years because of how cheap of a player he can be for the future. $3 million a year right now until 2027, 2028 is when he's done, if my math is correct here. 2025, 2026, 2026, 2027, 2027, 2028. Yeah, 2027, 2028 is the last year that he can have. It's also a team option. So Presti could just decline it, be like, look, while his value is at $8 million a year, let's go ahead and sign him for $8 million a year. Instead of next season, we pick up the team option. He's making $15 million a year. Let's get him while he's cheaper. And he does have a lot of guys like J-Dub, J-Will, Chet Holmgren. We've seen it a ton in the past, all right? Alex Caruso as well, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins. This is what's going to happen. And the Thunder have their backup guards for the future in Ajay Mitchell and Nikola Topic. Nikola Topic might even be a starter in the future once Isaiah Hartenstein or Lou Dort leaves this team. So I truly think Ajay Mitchell has taken the leap into being an elite player for this Oklahoma City Thunder team. When I say elite, I'm not saying starter and all-star capabilities. I'm talking as someone that can truly change the outcome of a game. Because if he stayed healthy, never got injured, and was able to stay in the groove and play throughout the playoffs, the Thunder probably only lose 2 or 3 games in the entirety of the playoffs. That's how much of a game changer Ajay Mitchell is when it comes to him being on the court with the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys personally think about his performance in Summer League so far. I think this is probably the last game he's going to play, and then he gets shut down. Never know, though. He could continue to play the rest of Summer League. Let me know what you guys have thought about him so far in Summer League. That's all I got. See you guys in the next one.